So, Jane, thank you for joining me.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you for joining me today. So, we are going to have a chat together about how it feels to be a healer and a business owner. And we're going to focus in particularly on claiming our self-worth and being our true selves rather than hiding, which we can do. I certainly did that behind labels and things. But before we do that, it would be rude for you not to introduce yourself. So please tell everybody about you and what you do. What about your business?
Well, I am the owner and founder of La Songteat Essences, and I am the co-founder of Magenta Events, which is such an exciting venture for me to do. I'm a flower essence practitioner, I'm a Reiki practitioner, I'm a cat's eye blends consultant, and my past life, project manager. I come from a very admin-driven background, supporting other people, standing behind bosses, so that they get the glory, really. So very much in the support role, and that's where I come from.
Kind of flowed through into your work now as a healing
Absolutely.
business owner, isn't it?
Yes,
it's kind of like knowing that, and it's one of the things that I'd really like to kind of just like help everybody to understand is that we don't need to change who we are.
No.
We just need to become more of who we are and to take sovereignty of it. So before you chose to look at running your own business, what was life like? And how did it feel when you worked for somebody else?
Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed my career. And that's what it was, is a very male-driven environment. But it's also a very tiring and very draining environment to be in. And I found myself, for want of a better word, dumbing myself down and trying to hide myself behind a curtain, really. But you can't do that for very long, because you eventually start to emerge, which is what I did. When I started to find various modalities and kind of check into where I wanted to be, that was fine for me. I started to step into my own power and be me, be the mum of the office, be the wicked witch of the West, be whatever label a man wanted to put on me. It was only a label, but labels meant that I was starting to show my true self, which was quite nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so it's been a big journey for you, hasn't it, moving from that to where you are now? And it's a journey for all of us, no matter where we are on the spectrum. It continues to be a journey. So you mentioned right at the beginning who you are. You gave yourself a few labels, which I would call them. I mean, we all have labels. But your energy kind of changed as you said them. You were much more in your flow when you talked about your own businesses, the things that were unique to you. So can you share with us a little bit about how it feels now? Because these things don't happen instantly. You know, we don't instantly know these things, but we have to take the first steps. So first of all, how did La Songteat come about? How was La Songteat birthed from your flower essence work? I mean, where did you first get that clarity?
Well, La Songteat came out from a pretty dark place in my life at the time, which is why I think in life you have to hit a brick wall sometimes to actually step back and review your path, your true path. And for me, it was to do with stress and being signed off for work for 4 months, and suddenly deciding I wanted to do something about me. And so I did mine through Flower Essence course, a diploma in flower essences, and also did aromatherapy through the Cat's Eye blends. And that in itself if I take a step back before that, I did a Reiki. I did my level 1 and 2 Reiki, which today I think is all about opening me up to being receptive to where I wanted to be. And La Santé became that vision alongside my everyday work at the time, so running the two together.
Yeah, because Last Santé was actually birthed quite a few years ago, but it's still completely relevant now, isn't it? So resonant.
Yes.
And I think that it's that when this thing emerges and we grasp it and name it, we're not to question it and go into self-doubt or self-comparison. We kind of go, this is who I am. I'm the nurturer. I mean, La Santé is the French word for sanctuary.
Yes, yes. And that's it felt natural to me, because through my process of understanding myself, I realized that whilst, like, you know, we talk about wanting to heal the world and try and heal everybody, you can't heal everybody. I realized that I wanted a sanctuary for people to come, not just from a healing perspective for flower essences, but also perhaps it gave me an opportunity to view what I really want to do, which is collaborate, work with, you know, walk a path with like-minded people, which sort of brought in Magenta Events a little bit as well, because after 11 years of walking this path, mind you, I won't get awards for doing it really quickly. It's been one step in front and sometimes 2 steps back. But every time I took the 2 steps back, I was given a resounding universal slap to take 3 steps forward. So that's what I did. And yeah, it's been a fascinating journey to find myself, you know, where I am today.
Yeah, and you're kind of there, I think, aren't you? You're kind of there on the exciting brink of it all really taking off for you, which is exciting.
It is. It's scary.
Well, there you go. There's a sign that you're on the brink. Yes, if it's there are people that say that if it's not scary enough, then you're not actually doing it.
No.
What I always like to do is maybe just tune into the vibration of being scared. Often it's excitement. If you think of the physiology of fear and the physiology of excitement, they're pretty much the same. Lots of adrenaline and the heart beats fast, blah, 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 blah. So sometimes it's excitement, and when you tune into the excitement rather than the fear, it changes everything. So you are now in the 2nd year of your Empowered Healer program.
I am.
Tell everybody a little bit about how it's helped you to move forward. What are the things about the Empowered Healer program that have helped you the most?
I think for me, every time that I went alone and did this on my own, it was very hard. And I feel that if we were meant to do it on our own, we would have succeeded by now. 11 years down the line, I would be a multimillionaire by now, and I'm not. So I'm still struggling. Not yet. Not yet. So the being part of a group of great people is of like-minded people, of empowered healers, I suppose, from all walks, from different genres of work, whether you're in the yoga or essential oils or flower essences, it doesn't matter. You know, we're all there to do a job, and that's to heal the earth and the people on it in some form or another. So what that's done for me is kept me focused, knowing that everyone goes through their challenges in life, and we all and we will do all the time, because it's not an easy path to walk, but it's not a path you can get off either if this is your role in life. So it's you may as well be with other people to kind of hold their hands out and lift you up. And for me, certainly the last 18 months has been very much about stumbling along the way. But if I hadn't been part of the Empowered Healer group, I wouldn't have kind of come in contact with my partner for Magenta Events, and I wouldn't have picked up that lovely energy that we've all got. So it's so worth it, because you can't do it on your own. None of us can do this on our own. We're a
No.
tribe.
Yeah, and that's
tribe.
part of your message as well, isn't it? Let's do it
Yeah.
together. Yeah.
Collaboration is collaboration.
It's
isn't
collaboration, absolutely.
it?
Yeah. Well, thank you, Jane, for coming and sharing with us today. It
my
is very
pleasure.
exciting, and I'm very excited for you and Magenta Events and La Santite as she grows. Is there anything else you wanted to say? Anything you want to add?
No, I mean, for anyone that's listening to this, it is a journey, and there are no rights or wrongs, and you know, there's no failures either, and everybody has joined the path at different points in their lives, and it is about just doing something that makes your heart sing, that you know is the right thing to do. It's not about money, it's not about accolades, it's not about stature, it's just about being you and walking that path. So stick with it and don't give up. 11 years I'm still here.
Yeah.
Still working it.
And that's what we do, you know, that is exactly what we do. The timing is very personal. These all journeys, there is no failure, there is just a continuation of the journey. Thank you so much, Jane. It's been a real pleasure to allow others to hear what you're doing, and thank you very much once again.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye.